Hi, I'm Marnie McKnight-Favell, owner of Dragonfly Holistic, an energy healing practice supporting women worldwide. I'm an energy healer and a homeopath as well as a priestess, and I support women who are healing from trauma. My specialty is in supporting birth trauma healing and integration, and I work with all kinds of other aspects of trauma that women experience. So I welcome you to this video where I'm just going to take a moment to speak about the upcoming call and body of work that I'm going to be doing over the next several weeks. Tomorrow is January 26th, and I am going to be offering a free encore presentation of the conversation I had earlier in the month on birth trauma clearing for professionals as well as clients. So for the past decade, I have been working with women who seek me out to unpack the experience of their own traumas and to find integration, peace, and empowerment through the transmutation of the pain of that experience. And one of the things that comes up in conversation with doulas, midwives, other birth professionals, birth support professionals, especially ones who are really radicalized in their field, meaning motivated to take action to shift what's happening within the birth environment, to move their practice space from working with people who end up being disempowered and traumatized to finding a more open space, a more supportive space for clients where all of the women who give birth have empowered choice. And so this conversation has developed over time among birth professionals as well. So here I am in 2016 feeling ignited to bring together as many birth professionals as I am able to within my global tribe. So if you're hearing this and you're resonating with this, welcome. I'm really glad to be with you, and I'm glad that we're connecting now. Thank you, Internet. So what we're going to be discussing tomorrow, and what I'm going to be discussing with you and really looking very deeply into during February, is what the body's interpretation and posturing is after experiencing cellular memory and trauma within that context. What happens during birth trauma is birthing mothers are experiencing a specific trauma that's happening during a place of intense vulnerability and openness. And so that trauma translates into the body, not just into the thoughts and emotions. I think some of this is a given, some of this is understood. But do you understand the deeper implications of this? Do you understand where it goes into the body? Do you understand what gets triggered physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for women, for clients, and even for yourself after a trauma has occurred? So we'll be talking about this tomorrow. As a metaphysical healer, I am going to be speaking more about how we do blueprinting and mapping of cellular memory. That is how the memory of our experience is held in our cells. If you want to think about it like emotional muscle memory, that's one way of thinking about it. And so again, we'll speak about that tomorrow. And then through the month of February, I'm offering a 4-week online series called the Birth Trauma Clearing Program for Professionals. What I'm going to be offering you during this time is a much deeper look into this blueprinting. I'm going to help you to understand how you internalize your own experience and what happens when you're carrying your own trauma and traumatic memory, cellular memory, into the birth environment, into the professional environment, into your home environment. How do you as a professional carry it? Do you unpack it? Do you process it? Do you project it? Do you project it into the spaces in which you're going? How do you best serve and support your clients? Do you support them from a clear space, or do you support them from a place where you are feeling traumatized and victimized? How can you best support your clients after they've experienced a trauma in their birthing space? how can you clear and prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, psychically before you enter a birthing space so that you feel clear, so that you feel sovereign, and that you feel really in alignment with the work that you're doing and not in conflict with what you see around you or what is happening, so that you can best advocate for your clients and work with your clients and even understand them best. We'll also discuss during the 4-week series how you clear your energy field after any event, and in particular after attending a birth, for the good, for the bad, for the otherwise. After you leave a space, you don't want to just carry the imprint of that memory and that experience wherever you go. It's important to clear it and have a clean slate so that you can proceed forward and again have more context and more insight and more clarity for your work and your personal life. So this is for the 26th. There will be a 1-hour encore presentation. It's a free call, and you can find the information either on my website, dragonflyholistic.com. You can find the information on my Facebook page, which is Dragonfly Holistic, and you can connect with me as well online at dragonflyholisticllc@gmail.com. There is an Eventbrite ticket sale available for this event. Although it is a free event, you're registering for it so that I can provide to you all the call-in information. One thing I want to say about this work, it is very different. It's different from moving from a space of birth trauma awareness to a space of enlightened and empowered activism. So what I'm suggesting and proposing in this body of work is a little bit different from my space. It's not specifically going out on the streets and protesting. I think there is beautiful work happening in that realm of people really doing grassroots and large-scale activism to raise awareness and rally against birth trauma and what's happening through institutionalized birth trauma. So I'm very supportive of that. What I'm bringing to the table is something different and unique in that I want to help empower you through illumination, through personal transformation, through integration and clarity, so that together we can all change the face of the birth environment and the environment for women through being very deeply aware and embodying the more sovereign energies that are available to us. So again, I acknowledge that this is different work. It's not for everybody, but if you feel called to do this, then I am excited to be working with you. And so you may be one of those rare individuals who really feels resonant with what I'm saying. And if you are, I welcome you and I embrace you, and I am delighted to be working with you this year. So until then, ciao.